on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of the sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Darrell Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Push it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson going to try once more. Carson will take the handoff out of the action play. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Wilson, he's going to keep it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's Mixon. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Burrow. Flushed out right.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd and 14.
And Wilson going to keep it again. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Bengals 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover. Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Murray going to run on the option. Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 19-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it,
that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff given to Conner. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try the option on third down, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it up.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Denzel Perryman gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, and Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre. Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Lambeau set to go, and we are underway here in Jacksonville.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And all the way down to the 12.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid with a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they could...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Dwayne Smoot in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down, this is Harris. Finds a seam inside the 40. And some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
Ready! Send logo.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the screen.
Five.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check. 93 for Mike.
Deep grip.
Now a give right side. Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Hey, exit.
Lawrence will throw.
And Shark hauls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
James Robinson
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Ray McCloud to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That catch good for only a couple. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Call Well, it's 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Good job.
Eric Ebron, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. That's caught by Hollister. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. McLeod now on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville. And Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Second and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Lawrence.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. They run. Robinson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
McLeod now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
My 20.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Ben to throw again. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. McLeod now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
53 check 53.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Brady to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Brady looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return is Jadon Mickens. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And all the way down to the 35. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Brady going to throw. And he finds Gronk. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A handoff to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. And the Chiefs 2-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Buccaneers have it. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turn it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate, 14 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Dances. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Fielded just outside the goal line.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. He could only get a yard after all that. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Williams will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Throwing now is Brady. There's Evans again, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Mecole Hardman. And he will score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Mahomes on third, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
It's complete, and he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Now Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Brady now on first down. This is caught, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard.
And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Caught out left side by Robinson.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
23 yards, the final tally.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NF shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 22, Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Stiff-armed him. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown!
Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski.
And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And here's Edwards-Helaire, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they'll go ahead and spike it here as that stops the clock with just under a minute to go now. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Now Brady again. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side. Get that high hop.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, this game has not been short on